Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your match preview. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. And look, I'm not fooling around anymore, man. I am not fooling around. International break's over. I think the players needed the break. I think the fans needed a little bit of break. I think content makers out there needed a little bit of break. But we're back. We're back now. And I am ultra serious. I am ultra serious. And I hope the team is as serious as I am, if not even more. In fact, they should be even more. We've got some really, really good winnable fixtures coming up. And I want our football club to solidify that victory against Liverpool. Because that victory against Liverpool will mean nothing if we don't capitalize on the upcoming fixtures. And it all starts from Nottingham Forest. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Charity FC, this, that, the other. I don't care. That means this match is perfectly set up to be a disaster. Post-international break is always, I'm a bit weary, but a lot of our players had breaks. A lot of our players should be rejuvenated. We're going to talk about the players that are not available. Don't worry. It stinks. It really stinks, the amount of injuries and whatnot. But we still have enough. We still need to find solution within the team. And against Nottingham Forest, they're in absolute turmoil, man. Self-inflicted turmoil. Self-inflicted wounds. Ange Postecoglou, ladies and gentlemen, is probably one game away from seeing his farewell. And it needs to be this one. We need to put him out of his misery. We cannot allow Ange Postecoglou to get a win here and potentially rejuvenate his Nottingham Forest tenure. We cannot. Ange Postecoglou has come out punching in the press conference. One thing I'll have to give to Ange Postecoglou, he's a good talker. He knows how to talk a good game. And history suggests most of the times he does back it up. Second season, wherever he's gone, he's won trophies. He's proven that with Tottenham, who never win trophies. But I don't want to hear it. This Nottingham Forest team, their owner, whatever madness that he's done, it's affected Nottingham Forest massively. Under Nuno, they were flying. They were at one stage competing at the top against Liverpool. Yes, it dwindled off, but they still made it to Europa League. This season, it looked like they were going to kick on off the back of last season, but they didn't. Nuno got sacked because disagreements with the owners. Edu, I think their sporting directors come in and probably didn't get along with Nuno. Ange Postecoglou has been handpicked by the owner, and he's been an absolute abysmal. Ange Postecoglou, I think the record at the moment with Nottingham Forest is, 7 matches played, 2 draws, 5 losses, something ridiculous. And there's rumors in the streets out there that if Ange Postecoglou loses against Chelsea, which is exactly how I see it, I don't have any other possible outcome here. I only have one outcome, which is a Chelsea win. And if that happens, Ange Postecoglou is gone. That's the rumors out there. And Nottingham Forest fans, they're very scared. They're scared that the manager that is lined up is potentially Sean Dyche. So this is a bit of a strange one because Nottingham Forest fans, they fell out. They don't believe in Ange Postecoglou. With the start that he's had, they absolutely don't believe in him. But they want to back him against us because they're scared of who they might be getting after him, which is Sean Dyche, and they don't want anything to do with Sean Dyche. So this is a strange one. It's away from home. Forest last season away from home, we ended up winning. which got us to the Champions League position. But you have to say that's a tough place to go, especially last season. You'd have to say, with the football that Nottingham Forest was playing, yeah, that's a tough fixture. But this time around, yes, they still look very good on paper. Don't get me wrong. They've got some very, very good players. One most notably at the moment, skyrocketing, Elliot Anderson. But we need to take care of them. They've been losing left, right, and center. The morale is down. We have to make sure we capitalize. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back to all of this conversation even more. I want to talk about some team news. Cole Palmer out for 6 weeks, further 6 weeks. I expected that. A lot of people in the comment section said, Miz, don't worry about all of these clips where, Jarrell Hatter bumps onto him and he quickly holds on. Don't worry, they said that he's going to be back straight after the international break. He should be ready for Nottingham. I knew the severity of Cole Palmer's injury. I'll be surprised even after the 6 weeks that he's ready to play. If anything, so 6 weeks, that takes us beyond November. That takes us to December period. So he's going to be out for 6 weeks. And then he's got to get back into training, get back into match fitness, slowly get minutes, build himself up to start. I don't think he's going to properly start for us until end of December. 4 weeks, still in October, 2 more weeks of October, 4 more weeks of November, and then he returns back in December. But then there's that recuperating, slowly integrating. I don't think he's getting back till at least mid-December. At least. But we have to find a solution without him. And we have. We've won games without Cole Palmer. A lot of heavy burden on Estevan Willian, Enzo Fernandez. These type of players, we need them to step up during this time frame. Huge miss, Cole Palmer. But with the fixtures that are lined up, even though it's such a big loss, Cole Palmer, we should still be able to manage it. No excuses. And I'm looking at someone like Estevan, I'm like, yes, it's not fair to put that much burden on an 18-year-old, but this kid is a special kid, man. Special footballer. I'm banking on him to guide us through this phase of football, this phase of fixtures. Enzo Fernandez as well. Whether he's available in this match against Nottingham Forest, I don't know. There's a question mark. Enzo Fernandez, I think Moses Caicedo, and I think Pedro Neto as well. These are players that haven't participated in training in recent times. And I don't know whether they've trained today on Friday. So they definitely didn't take any training on Thursday. Pedro Neto, definitely a doubt. But I think Enzo Fernandez is potentially could be a doubt as well. Yeah, the knee inflammation looks like he might be missing out. Moses Caicedo, I do feel he's had the rest. He should return back. Even though he didn't train on Thursday, I think he probably would have trained on Friday. We'll see more if there's any clips out there that comes out. But I expect Moses Caicedo to take part. Andre Santos is back. So that's a great news. Romeo Lavia. He needs to potentially feature heavily in this game. And the entire creativity from not having Cole Palmer needs to be shared around the entire team. We need to have that creativity coming from different avenues. Another team news, ladies and gentlemen, is Benoit Badiashile. He's out till December. Just when the fan base started to see and feel and think that, you know what, Badiashile, maybe he's back. He could potentially fill that gap that Levi Colwell has left because of his injury. Badiashile is injured again. And it's got to a point where, what do? We can't rely on a player that is consistently injured. And Badiashile has now been consistently injured. Another muscular problem. So he's turning out to be an injury-prone player. Muscular problems are a big problem. If you take a knock or something like that, fair enough. But when you're having consistently muscular type of issues, that can affect your career. So we really need to think about what we're going to do with Badiashile. Don't know the status of Achapong. I think he's back. I don't think Achapong being taken off against Liverpool was precautionary. So he should be available. Chalobah should be available. Tosin is back. Wesley Fofana should be fine after the concussion. João Pedro is back and he should be rejuvenated with a bit of break. He didn't go to international duties. I need João Pedro to step up massively. João Pedro, in the last international break, and after that, the matches that happened, he looked tired. And I've hoped that João Pedro has had a good rest and that he's fully fresh to run amok. I'm hoping to see Mark Gu, see if he gets any type of minutes. But the bottom line is, regardless of the adversities that we have with the injuries and whatnot, we've got enough solution to take care of business against Nottingham Forest. And we must. This has to be a farewell match for Ange Postecoglou. It has to be. No charity FC, no none of these shenanigans. We must want it a lot more than Nottingham Forest. Yes, Nottingham Forest players, they'll be up for it. They've been losing left, right, and centre. They're battling in the relegation zone. But we cannot allow them. We cannot. No charity FC can happen against Nottingham Forest. Get this victory. Move on to the Champions League fixture. Get a victory against Ajax. And then next up, I think after that is Burnley, I think. Or Sunderland, something like that. We put on some wins back to back. I'm telling you, we'll be very close to the top again. And if our opposition's rivals, they drop points, then we're in the mix. This is what I've been saying. We're good enough to be in the mix. Are we good enough to, potentially win the whole thing, the Premier League? Probably not. But we're good enough to be in the mix. Look, I don't have any team prediction, lineup, this, that, the other. Whatever the lineup is, it's going to be good enough for me. It's going to be good enough. Reece James should be back. Cucurella should be fully fit. As I said, the centre-backs, a lot of them should be back. Robert Sanchez in goalkeeping position. Caicedo should be fresh. Santos should be available. In the wings, Gittins, Garnacho. I'm looking at you guys to step up. Big time. This is your opportunity, Gittins, Garnacho. Do the damage on Nottingham Forest. Beautiful opportunity. Estevan William, looking at him to rise even more. Really solidify why this kid is so special. And João Pedro, Mark Gu. We've got enough solution. Enough solution. Against a Nottingham Forest team, as I said, on paper, looks brilliant, but their form, their morale is down. And Ange Postecoglou, the final nail. We need to put the final nail on Ange Postecoglou. My score prediction, narrow victory. Narrow victory. I don't think it's going to be easy, but a narrow victory. 2-1. 2-1 again. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts moving into this fixture. I'm confident. I believe in this team. Now, some side news. No watch along potentially over the next couple of weeks. We'll see how the things are. I'm actually, within the next hour, I'm off to the airport with my whole family. We're going to Boston and New Jersey. So reach out to me if you're from Boston, New Jersey. We'll see if we can catch up, meet up. I don't know whether it's possible or not, but at least reach out. We're going on our way. It's actually my wife's work trip, but we're making it a little bit of a getaway as well. So I'm going to try and be as regular as possible with content, because obviously I've got my phone, I can record. So I'm going to try my level best to make sure that I'm always on top of keeping up with the news, keeping up with the reviews, previews, and whatnot. But the watch-alongs, I don't know if that's going to be that easy. But it's going to be hopefully an exciting little getaway. I've never been to Boston, I've been to New York and LA. New Jersey is just next to New York, so you can potentially say that, okay, similar areas. But I've never been to New Jersey. Boston I never have, so looking forward to it. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.